I had that bathroom episode slightly too soon, then loads of amazing new bathroom things were released and we needed another bathroom visit. I'm calling this one Clean. Historically, the sponge could have gone in an animals episode, but let's say this is the synthetic kind. I understand the temptation to draw massive holes, but that really wouldn't make a good sponge. But then those with small holes and this tan colouring look too solid, like a pumice stone. I feel that you have to distinguish it from its edible rivals, the cheese and the bread, and the most uniquely spongy is apples. There are different ways to draw a basket, such as well and not very well. Is it more common than I realized to have these handles on opposite sides for two-handed grasping? The basket size isn't specified in the brief, so Facebook's is the one to pick up. I'm trash, me. It's funny to show a bin distinctly empty, which kind of contradicts the reason you'd ever use a bin emoji. You'd use it to refer to something as trash, then showing an empty bin kind of signifies cleanliness, at least via absence of trash. This wireframe Apple design has gone and laid waste to much better ideas from other developers, including overriding the more useful trash can and the pedal bin. Of the contemporary designs, they're all rubbish bin, except for these last two, which could conceivably have something in. Schrodinger's... Nah, don't do that reference. LG actually still shows the trash can by virtue of last updating in 2016, but they're still not great at this. Emoji Dads have a sleek, modern, upper-middle-class bin, and though they've not kept up on their recycling commitments, it's still the least trash option left. The bucket is not just clean, it's fresh. I've always been tempted to do a sincere episode on brand new emojis, but the designs for the same emoji from different developers aren't all released in one go, so I wouldn't necessarily have a bountiful batch to choose from, and it's nicer to wait to let everyone pitch in. Apple's 2020 set just came out, so now rich people will start using them and they kind of control the emoji market. Emojipedia tend to go first on these when a new emoji is certified, so theirs will stand out as the most natal design, whilst the others kind of crib off and across each other. They don't take Emojipedia seriously as a designer, just an archive. I do, but that's why nobody else has gone for the piranha plant pipe. I have a teal bias, but some days you've got to just admit that Google smashed it. Now we finally know where he got that lotion. These read as a hand soap, a posh shampoo, hand soap, a pretty caustic solution pretending it's just water, creamy hand soap. Again, this orange has the air of an irritant, but I guess that scythe at the top is the bigger danger. Really cheap cider, really cheap hand soap, children's hand soap with attitude, and then some secret tonic you really probably shouldn't touch, with a flame logo. I don't know if I'm biased by the episode's theme, but the hand soap version seems to have the most and least vague functionality as lotion bottles, so I say apples. Do the fucking reference. Anyone who's played Kirby 3 knows that Broom is up there with fire and electricity as one of nature's most important elements. Anyone who's not just got to watch me waste several seconds of their attention on making dead references to the same limited pool of stuff I always go back to. You gotta make it different from a paintbrush, a plunger, which does have an emoji but not one I can be bothered to look at, or a kind of teepee that really miscalculated its middle stick. Or a really cheap bell. Emojipedia's one's best. You might think it's weird to draw soap cake all covered in bubbles, but then look at it without and it's just chewing gum. Here's chewing gum with the word soap cut into it. The square ones are bad to fondle, but most of these in general are just quite bad. Microsoft's looks like it's just out of the freezer. OpenMojis is a little mouse, squeaky clean. I don't get why a sud would be a different color to the general brick, but that logic only leaves apples and WhatsApps with their colors that are not the soapy standard. I'll still go with it with WhatsApp. The toothbrush is one of those long things that doesn't suit the shape of an emoji canvas, so it's squished into a diagonal, but it's generally easy to recognize if you don't make it a pregnancy test.
Your mother should have swallowed you.
Emoji Dads' handle looks like it has its own separate function. None of these vibrate though. Yeah, it's back in the days when you had to wiggle your own toothbrush. Google and Twitter went for really simple straight shapes, but in emoji we have room to dream of affording an upmarket ergonomic ergonomic toothbrush, with apples being the best. I know this stuff is hard to find right now, but luckily we've got the emoji. And as a special exclusive offer to my viewers, you can just pause this video right now and use your phone. There you go. That was nice. It's weird how few designers placed it horizontally. Maybe everyone is opting out of the debate of which way around it should roll, but if you put it sideways, it loses its iconic status. WhatsApp's is ribbed for your pleasure, and quite a few of these are serrated into landscape pieces so you can make true works of art. It should be a horizontal axis, and that actually leaves Joy Pixels as the best, who haven't even done serrations. I guess that way it doesn't creatively limit you. You can tear yourself your own shapes. If you liked this video, just as planned,